Wicked and wicked. What's up, gamers and game fans alike? Mayhem here, coming at you from Scum, the hardcore, survival, crafting, awesome game that I'm absolutely in love with right now. You know that if you've seen the stream before, I can't get enough of this game. It's incredible. And one of the reasons I love it so much is the diversity of things that there are to do within the game. There's all kinds of activities and mini games. There's so much room for creativity. And what we're doing today is somewhat undefined, but I know I want to start by fishing. And as I get into the game a little deeper, I realize it benefits me to have kits set up for different situations, different roleplay kits. So I went and got a couple of different things together from around and about all the places, and I don't have all the stuff I want, right? I need some shoes, some fishing shoes, and maybe a fishing hat, but I also need the basic fishing stuff like hooks and fishing line and, well, yeah, those stuffs. So we're gonna go get that. We're gonna run to market real quick, buy the things that we need. That's why we have money, that's what we do with it. We play the game, we have fun. So, what's on the shopping list? Well, I want to get treble hooks, I want to get good line. I'm probably going to buy some bait. Obviously, you can make that yourself, but I've never gone fishing in a river before. I've always done ocean fishing right on the beach. That leaves me wondering how it's going to go. What size fish am I going to pull out? Will they be different? Because so far I've gotten Dentex, tuna, and orata? I don't know how to say all these things. I'm hoping I'll see maybe some trout or some bass, but I have no idea. And that's kind of fun for me to discover something new, some freshwater fish. And that's part of the reason I want to purchase some bait. I'm going to get a pack of those premium boilies. Oh, I need floaters also. And yeah, we'll see what those boilies do here in the river. Am I going to pull out a 20-kilogram tuna? I don't know. We're going to find out. I probably should have, a helmet and some shoes on if I'm going to ride a dirt bike. Just don't tell my mom, alright? She wouldn't be too happy to see me like this. It's risky. Risky business. Oh, look at, that's what happens. You slide off the road, run into a tree, boom, no more foot. Everything goes wrong in a hurry when you're on a dirt bike. But it goes right the rest of the time. Let me try and phrase that a little better. Everything goes great on a dirt bike until it doesn't all at once. Am I going in the right direction here? Oh yeah. It's just a bit of a long road. I'm gonna stick to the roads right now because of the shoelessness of myself. I'm concerned that I might injure myself if I go off-road. Bump into a rock too hard and lose a toe. I just don't want that to happen if it doesn't have to. Alright, so fishing supplies, I'm probably gonna get some new clothes, because these clothes are really beat up, and they don't have to be like that. We can get some fresh clothes pretty inexpensively. And we'll pick out a fishing outfit, see what options we have. Backpacks also, I don't know. The thing is, the hiking backpack takes up your whole back, so it doesn't look that good, but it has a ton of room for supplies. I haven't I haven't mineswept today. I'm not going to minesweep today. It's been too long now, and I'm afraid to use the trader roads again. I was pretty confident last night, but it's been so long, so many hours, not even that long, just enough hours for a chaotic agent to spread his explosive seed and ruin my good time. We're gonna basically go due south here. Work our way in. I still don't know the woods around this trader too well. I haven't spent a whole lot of time here yet, and it's a lot farther to go. Like, the Z3 trader isn't that far from the main roads. It's not super rocky. There's not a lot of obstacle between you and the trader. You can pick a straight line and hit it. And I also walked those woods for hours and hours and hours making looting runs before I had a car. Now this trader, I don't have that kind of experience with, and it's a bit more turnabout. It's not quite as straightforward, but I'm getting the hang of it. At least this time I recognized that I was going in the wrong direction. That's a step. Hey, doing some burnouts. Oh, this doggone trader. He's nowhere near anything. You gotta go very well out of your way to find this guy. Oh, it's nice you can get a dirt bike down here. You're not getting a car down here, I'll tell you that. Oh, that's as far as I care to go. Do you think the fisherman sells shoes? Do you think she sells seashells by the seashore? It's not even a joke, it's just bad. Okay. Can you imagine not having enough fame points to buy a boat? Wow. Embarrassing. Fishing tools. You don't sell clothes, do you? You should. You should sell fishing gear. That's a that's a market share you could have, sir. We get the cheap floaters are fine. The more expensive ones glow in the dark. There's some benefit to that, but I don't usually have trouble seeing them, even during the night. So I'm happy with this. We're gonna get the good thread, which is the 0.5. Let's get 2 of these. Should I get 2? I'm just gonna get 1. I'm gonna get 1 at a time. I'll come back when I need more. That's fine. Pack of boilies. And again, there's 10 boilies in this package, so as cheap as it is, it wouldn't hurt to buy 2 of them. But there's no point if I'm going to come back after I've used 10 pieces of line anyway. And some treble hooks. Okay, that's 3,100 bucks for just the supplies. It's another like 3 grand or something if you have to buy the rod. So I recommend trying to find them out in the world and repairing them. Yeah, $3,000 for a rod. Alright, I guess I'm done with you because you don't sell anything else that I need. I'm kind of curious what this does. Never played with it. You know what? We'll grab one. Might as well. Perhaps we can put it to use at the lake. Hey, you too. Thank you, sir. Ahoy. Do you have a memory problem? I was just here. You said goodbye, and I wanted to say goodbye back. He's getting older. We'll give him a little space. He's doing fine. He still sells good products, even if he can't remember what happened literally 2 seconds ago. Let's go get some shoes. It's hard playing video games and drinking coffee. There we go. Now I got my right hand back so I can adjust the mouse. How's everybody doing today? I hope you all are well. And check out the description for the game giveaway if you want a free copy of Scum. Thanks to our community member and good friend Nico, in collaboration with Phil Trainer, we have a copy of Scum to give away. The giveaway is going to happen in my Discord, link in the description. Go ahead and check that out if you'd like a free copy of Scum for yourself or someone who you think would play with you. Okay, let's take a look at backpack options, because I wish I could have a smaller backpack that would be good for fishing, but I don't know that those two things are possible, right? I'm going to pull a bunch of fish out of the water. I probably just need the big backpack. So I think the smaller backpack's about half the size of this one. Yep, I'm just going to stick with the big backpack. That's fine for now. Let's get a fishing hat. What do we think? Do we go for the actual fishing hat? Yeah, I kind of like that. I think that's a good look. We could do that or a ball cap. I'm going to go fishing hat. We can't think too hard on these things. It'll take all day if we have to get it exactly right. Nothing there that I really like too much. Let's see. What's a good fishing shirt? Obviously the one I'm wearing doesn't quite cut it. It's a little bit provocative. We got this kind of green going on. Let's do, you know what? Actually, let's do this. I like that. Probably won't need sleeves. If I did, what would I get? Tracksuit tops. Yeah, there's nothing really super great here. We'll, we'll keep that in the bag just in case we need it. We could be out in the middle of the night and end up wishing we had it. Pair of jeans probably would be good for fishing. If there were cargo pants, I would definitely go for cargo pants. Work pants are way too bright. Tang pants, kind of the wrong style for what I'm looking for. And sweatpants could fit the bill. Maybe even a little better than jeans. But regardless, I'm going to go with the jeans. I do like these flight pants, but they don't say fishing. I don't feel the fishing vibe from them. All right, that's most things. We need some footwear. Um, Probably the rubber boots is the way to go for fishing. Am I right? Get some black boots. And that should basically do it for us. I don't think we need undies to go fishing because we're going to try and wear clothes the whole time. Um, Anything else I need from you while I'm here? Maybe I should put a sewing kit in this pack. Nah, we're good. We're good. All right, I've got shoes again. That'll make the ride back a little safer. There we go. Some jeans, a sweater. Let's put the little bits there. Actually, all the little bits should go in the backpack. And that way I can fit the whole kit into the backpack when I'm through with it. Boom. These jeans are trash. Pretty good. Let's go fishing. We're set up now. Right? Oh, that sweater is... It's a knit sweater. Um, Funny. Wasn't really what I was expecting. Let's take a look. How did we do? You know, I think Scum developers kind of put an emphasis on things looking nice, which is good. The kit doesn't really scream fishing to me, but we made an attempt, and that's what counts. The roleplay's still rocking. Let's go back to the lake. Try out this diving mask. Try and catch some fish. Maybe we can get a fish by hand with the mask on. Stay underwater and grab one. That would be pretty cool. Or make a wooden spear and go spear fishing. Now that's an idea. See, I feel a lot more confident now that I have boots on. Not afraid to catch a little air. Get on up there. Climb that mountain, dirt bike. I know you don't like to, but you can do it. Coffee time. Split the trees. Woo! Oh, coffee. If you don't have one, get one. Everybody should have a coffee when they're watching a Mayhem stream. Mayhem is brought to you by coffee. Oh, wow, that was air. Holy crow. Sheesh. There's a rock in that bush. Didn't even see it. I had no idea. Should I get fuel? I could probably swing by the gas station really quick here. If I just cut through the woods, try and aim towards the bridge. Let's see if we hit the bridge or the water first. There's no such thing as an extra dirt bike. But if there were, I wouldn't mind driving one into the water. Don't tell my base mates. Okay, that's the road right there. I think we've done pretty good. Bridge, I would expect, is on the right. Yeah, definitely. Definitely. No, I've done wrong. I've made all kinds of mistakes. Oh boy. It's a paved road, but there's no dotted line. The dashed line indicates a yellow road. Get back on her here. Let's go this way. My sense of direction, not so great. There's the bridge. Now I see it. Should I cut through these woods to get to it? Since I have visual line of sight? Or am I going to get lost anyway? I wouldn't put past myself. Hey, Panther, how you doing? Good to see you again. Going to fuel up my dirt bike, and then we're going to do a little bit of fishing. Oh, I know. It's a good sounding two-stroke. They sound crazy when they ride past you, man. It'll make you nervous. Especially if there's a couple of them. I hope I don't run out of fuel, man. I'll be alright. Gas station's right up here. What are you getting into today? You gaming a little bit? Or just trolling around YouTube? Checking out streams? If you're like me, you're probably doing a little of both. Sometimes I like to throw a stream on in the background while I'm doing, you know, slower activities in games. Minecraft is definitely one of those games. If I'm playing Minecraft, I'm going to be watching something in the background. This game demands a little bit more attention. Fill her up. Alright, let's see. I don't hear anybody laughing, so we're going to take a moment. Do a quick look around. Found $5 and a bottle of veggie oil. No complaints there. Knife sheath. Look at that. 56 more dollaroos. Give me a yellow-handled screwdriver. Come on. Don't be stingy. Oh my goodness. What's with the cash here? 133 bucks. Alright, let's get out of here. We're getting surrounded. Hey! Oh! Let's go! Oh, okay, GTA roleplay. That sounds cool. Nonsense with friends. Well, if there's a game that's great for nonsense with friends, it's GTA. For sure. When you say robbing the big bank, were you doing a heist, or was that a roleplay scenario? I've never played GTA roleplay. I bet that's a ton of fun. Also, am I getting the lingo correct? Should I be saying the letters RP? Or when I'm speaking, is it appropriate to say the whole words roleplay? Catch me up on the vernacular. Let's try a different angle of approach here. Normally I go down that other road to the left, but I'm gonna see about aiming in like this, testing my non-existent sense of direction here. Okay. Already finding that I've made mistakes. Actually, I would be doing okay if it wasn't for the abandoned bunker there. What I can do is cut around this side, go across the entryway path. Oh, either way, okay. Cool, cool. Appreciate that update there, because yeah, I know sometimes when you're in a community and there's so many little bubbles in the internet world, especially video games, you get used to saying things a certain way. And like both ways are correct, but one way sometimes sounds better to the ear. It's the way your friends say it. I kind of like those little subcultures and learning about them, so thank you for the update. The little piece of information. Alright, let's get some fish. We are running out of food back at base. I mean, when I say running out of food, we've got plenty of packaged foods, but I like fresh food, and I haven't done any freshwater fishing in this game yet. So let's have a swing at it. Looks like I'm going to have to pull out some bait. You know what? Let's try and make our own first. See if we can find some worms or crickets or something. Because I've got one of each new item here, right? So 10 out of 10 on everything. If I have to take out a piece of bait right away, that's going to ruin the math. I'll do it. I'll do it if I have to. There's a surprisingly low number of rotten logs here. It seems like when you're driving through the woods, you're dodging them constantly. Then you're running through the woods looking for them. Nowhere to be found. Here's one. This one's going to have some crickets in it. I can smell them. See? I told you. Oh, okay. We're just going to use the bait we brought. The Long Dark multiplayer. What is that? I don't know that I'm familiar. Sounds like a zombie game. Alright, where's my boat? We're gonna use our boilies. We'll find bait when we need to find it. Take that in hand. Hey, fishy, fishy, fishy. I guess you don't really call fish, do you? They're not really great at language. Cast away. Oh, you'll buy the game if they'll try playing it with you? That's the move. I've gotten my brother to play some games like that, and to be honest, he doesn't usually really like them too much, but at least I get a couple hours, and you never know. You gotta try it to find out. Okay, we got a different type of fish here. A carp. A light little guy too, huh? Oh, it's still alive. Yeah, I figured the ocean fish would be heavier, which means we're gonna need to pull probably quite a few more fish out than we normally do. Let's keep you. Where'd my mouse go? That's an interesting bug. Huh. Just drop it in right here. I see some fish activity. Come on, fishies. Bite for me, would you? Ooh, right away. Oh, that's a bigger one. That might be over 10 kilogram. It's close. Later, Jester. Glad to see your... Ah, well, that's good enough for now. We'll have a chat with him another time. Okay. Carp. So was that... That's two different kinds of carp. Cool. What do we think? Are we gonna find some trout or some bass? Oh, I could have cast right here. That would have worked fine. We'll bring it in a little. Bring it in. Get a little closer to these fishies here. There we go. Go ahead, fishies. I brought you food. It's free food if you want it. I figure it's only fair since you're free food for me. Oh, am I gonna have to recast? It's getting real close here. I might have brought it in too far. I'm gonna recast. Oh, and as soon as I pick up the rod, they're gone. Let's get a couple more fish and then we're gonna jump in and have a swim. See how it goes. I don't know if sharks can be up here, right? I know there is such a thing as sharks that will go into fresh water in real life. I'm not sure if the game designers put that in the game or not. I would hope they didn't, but it could just be that anywhere there's water, sharks are a possibility. Either way, we're going to find out. I promise you that. Because I'm going to go swimming here, and if I have to fire a 12 gauge underwater, I will. Oh, that's just a little guy. Just a little guy. Huh. I don't really know that I want to keep that fish. We're gonna we're gonna check the achievements, actually, is what we're gonna do here. Achievements. Search for fish. Finders keepers 50 in a row. Catch 100, catch 1,000. Release 50 in a row. Okay. Yeah, we're gonna release this guy. We've got the achievement for keeping 50 in a row already. There you go, little guy. Back into the water with you. Hey, what are we gonna get? Hopefully a slightly larger fish this time, because that little guy was insubstantial. I don't want to cook anything that small. I think it would be a waste of oil, probably. The thing about fish is when you cook them up nice with the vegetable oil and the seasoning, you get a lot out of them. A lot of calories there. This guy's even smaller. Look at you, cute little fella. Am I going to have to keep you just to use you as bait? Eventually here, I'm going to run out of boilies before I even dip into the rest of my fishing supplies. Which is a good thing. This line is overpowered here. It's really meant for ocean fishing, so I'm having an easy time of it in the lake. Yeah, I've heard that before, that Rust players are toxic. I've heard that. I think it's a little bit more cartoony than this game, right? And a little bit heavier on the action. Oh, I wasn't watching. I was talking. Which of course, a little bit more cartoony, a little bit more action-packed. That's going to attract a crowd with a lesser attention span. Let's just put it that way. There you go. Another little one. Another little one. That's almost a kilogram. I'm gonna start keeping the small ones. We're gonna have to do something here. All right. Well, this is going well. I think I want to try swimming before it goes fully dark on me. And we'll use the boat here. So what am I gonna do? I'm gonna take off a couple of layers. We will take off the pistol. We'll bring the shotgun down. I'm gonna have to go through all this kit at some point because I've mixed things in that just don't need mixed in. How's my battery on this? Really good, really good. Okay. And now I'm wearing, probably don't need to wear my jeans for this either, do I? Nor should I wear my boots. Oh no. Is this big gas can gonna be a problem? Shoot. I don't think we need a gas can in the boat, I'm gonna be honest, but the other guys want the gas can in the boat, and I'm not one to rain on anybody's parade. We'll just see what happens here. Okay. Oh, look at I forgot this whole thing. What was it? Mask. How does this work? Oh, I'm cold already. Oh, can I can take the shotgun in hand. Can't shoot it though, can I? Hmm. What about the knife? Oh, 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 I'm gonna drown. I am 100% gonna drown. Come on. Oh, okay. Yep. That was that was really close. You can't swim if you have the knife in your hand. Fair warning to you. If you ever find yourself swimming, don't try and do it with a knife in your hand. It's actually really lucky that I'm doing this here in the lake where it's shallow. 12-year-old kids in Rust who tell you bad things. Yeah, I'm sure they're saying the worst stuff. I know I was when I was 12. I mean, that's the internet community, right? The 12-year-olds are terrible. All right, let's go back in. We've got the knife hotkeyed now. I just want to know if I'm underwater, can I attack? No, I can sink, and that's all I can do. So we put that back away. All right, now I take the knife in hand, immediately begin to sink. Okay, it looks like I can swim up. Okay, cool. This is kind of fun. It's a good summertime activity. Let's put the knife away. Let's try not to suffocate ourselves here. Oh, I think there's a breath gauge around my health indicator there. Let me go back under. Yep. I see red, and it looks like it's growing as I'm running out of air, maybe? Just keeping an eye on that. We're very close to the surface here. Is that rising? Or am I going to drown before it rises significantly? Kind of seems like this breath mask is a roleplay thing. It doesn't seem to be helping at all. A diving mask with a breathing tube doesn't seem to be helping at all. Alright, we're gonna have to take a little risk. I need to know how drowning works. I don't know that I've ever drowned in the game. I don't want to die right now, but I want to know what goes on with these gauges. I want to know if that red gauge inside the health meter indicates something useful, or if it's just another way to say, hey, you're running out of breath. 100% breathing obstruction. Oh, look it. There's a gauge. Oh, yep, yep. I see it now. That red... Oh, okay. I'm seeing what happens. If you watch around the health indicator, there's a lighter colored gauge that creeps down, and when it reaches the red, you're probably in some sort of danger, like you're doing health damage or something to that extent. Very cool. Sukrabu, hey ho, how you doing? Thanks for joining me. How was the rest of your stream, buddy? You had a good one going there. We're doing some cheeky fishing, and by cheeky, I think you know what I mean. We'll go back to first person. And testing out the swimming mechanics, because I've really never played with them before. I'm glad to have you. Hey, Gary. Oh, some familiar names. Love to see it. Welcome, welcome. We're kind of just hanging out right now. Not doing anything too specific, just fishing and chilling. I'll go out exploring in a little bit here. Yeah, I love seeing people gather up. Phil's the man. He's bringing us all together. All right, these jeans are also in really good condition, but I think the black ones are the ones that I bought. We'll put on the sweater here, try and warm up. And go back to that. I think I'm right back where I was before oh, the breathing mask. You know, a good place for a breathing mask, or a diving mask, is in a boat. We'll just leave that there. Hey, Nico. Look at this. Everybody's showing up all at once. Love to see it. Love to see it. Yeah, Phil is from another world. He's the best kind of alien. A benevolent alien. Alright, let's see if we can catch some more lake fish. I think I'm going to try casting out a little bit deeper because the stuff I'm pulling in from close to the shore is just absolutely tiny. How's progress going, Nico? Are you still enjoying your time here on the server? Yeah, we got a whole crowd in here today, my friend. Ah, another little one. That's alright, we could bring it in quick. I'll take it. We're here getting food. I'm not gonna turn my nose up. I mean, if it's too small to bother with, I'll chuck it back and let it grow. But we need some good food around the base. So we'll fill up this backpack and we'll see what happens. Go cook the fish and then, I don't know, maybe go exploring. Later, Blue Panther. It's nice seeing you again. I hope you come back soon. Oh, that's a bigger one. Yeah, I think once we get the fish cooked up, I might go out on the dirt bike and just maraud through the woods, maybe bring a screwdriver and some bobby pins, hit a police station or something. The swimming mechanic. Yeah, you enjoy the fishing, but not so much a fan of the swimming mechanic. I can kind of see where you're coming from. I mean, this is my first time playing with it, really. Anytime I've hit the water, it's been an accident, and I sunk because I was carrying 100 pounds of gear. I always managed to pull it off somehow. I just drop things and go back and gather them one at a time. And I've been lucky to only fall in the water where it's shallow. Grilled fish is one of the best caloric options for cooked food. 100%. Yeah, if you get a nice big fish like a tuna, I mean, you can get 5,000 plus calories in a single serving. Absolutely amazing. You eat that, keep your protein levels high so you can build muscle, and then what, you add a little bit of cereal on top or something just to boost up calories quick. Really good food. Yeah, I think the swimming in this game is less of a mechanic and more of a role play, right? You do it because it's fun, not because you get anything from it. Now that said, there are some shipwrecks, as I understand it. I've never explored one of those. Oh yeah, 1,500 easily, easily. 5,000, 3, 4, 5,000 calories. No joke. Really good stuff. The fishing's kind of challenging though. Like here it's easy. The ocean fishing is difficult. You had to jump in a river to hunt a boar. Got back most of the gear. Oh, fast moving water. I didn't even think about that as a game mechanic. I'm so used to still water in video games. When you say hunt a boar, was the boar crossing the river? No great loot on shipwrecks. Ah, no kidding. That's too bad. Yeah, I'll give you a couple little hints that I've learned about fishing. Oh my goodness. It's the whole crew. EO's here also. Good to see you. Thanks for dropping by. I hope I can keep you all entertained, but let's be honest, you're pretty much entertaining each other. This is just a place to hang out, right? So the fishing's pretty simple, but 100% if you haven't done it before, I'll give you some tips. If you have, tell me to shut up because I don't want to tell people things they know. That's really annoying. But definitely spend the money to get the good gear. You want the thickest line, which is the .5. I don't know if the hooks really make that much of a difference, but the line matters. Spend the money to get that. And then when you get real big fish, there's a technique because even with the best line, your fish will break easy. Ooh, why is what's going on? I've got no drop frames. YouTube's saying it was going to end on me. Yeah, the real big fish can break the line quickly. So the thing you want to do is hold shift to reel them in quickly and then release tension immediately by scrolling out. So you reel in fast, reel out slow, and you can kind of work them in over time that way without breaking the line. So shift, release, and that's how you get the 20 kilogram tuna. Takes a little practice. All right, that's a good amount of fish. Let's take this back and get cooking, because we don't want to spend all stream fishing and cooking. That would get boring. Oh, the clue was on the other side of the river. I'm following. I have a great voice. Well, thank you. I still cringe when I hear it. Yeah, it's kind of like getting the fish tired, but that's not really what's happening. You know, they say in the instructions that that's what you want to do, but I have fought with fish for like 10 minutes and it never got any weaker. So it's more like you're tricking the game by quote unquote reeling in fast, and there's a little grace period before the line breaks, so you can go past its maximum tension for maybe a half a second without the line breaking. And that's the trick, is you want to use the fast reel mechanic with the shift to reel in really quickly and then release the tension, and that prevents the line from breaking. It might be a bug and I'm exploiting it. I don't know if it is or not, but I don't really care because it gets me good fish. So I try not to purposefully exploit bugs. I don't know if this is one or not. Oh, running into my bikes here. Come on. Do I know how to drive? Have I been drinking? It is pretty common to drink when you go fishing, right? Maybe that's what's going on here. I gotta grab my night vision. The stream's gonna get really dark here. Yeah, that's the mechanic. I didn't learn that myself. I read it in a forum post when I was trying to figure out why I couldn't tire the fish out, and that's the real trick. If you can learn to do that, you could probably pull a shark up onto land. But the thick line is worth spending the money on if you haven't found any, because that gives you the extra time you need to pull off the shift release. Let's take a look over here. I planted some stuff last night. How are we doing? We still have water. We need some fertilizer. We're looking good. I don't see any weeds growing, I don't think. Not really sure. Do you apply the pesticide if it tells you to, or do you do it proactively? Should probably, let's rename this box while we're here. Because pickin' fishin' is not what this is anymore. We recently moved bases and we're still reorganizing stuff. Does the top level reel help? I didn't know that. Okay. I think I'm using one on this rod. Yeah, the Pro. I didn't know it made a difference. I guess it makes sense that it would. Gardening. That's acceptable. Let's add some fertilizer to these plants. Thinner fish line. Yeah, anything under zero point 0.5, that's what I do with it. I make sewing kits. 100%. And it's great for that. But at this point, because I have as much money as I do from constantly grinding, I just buy the sewing kits. So nice to have 30 uses in the same space as 15 in the one you handcraft. But that I didn't start doing that until I got really consistent money coming in, thanks to having a truck and really good squad mates who showed me the ropes. Hey, yeah, absolutely. That's a good suggestion. Hit the like button. Let me know if the stream's coming in and out, because YouTube is telling me it's not getting data, but my broadcast software is showing everything is fine. So if there's something going on, I should try and figure that out later. All good? Okay. It's just YouTube acting weird. No surprise there. Thank you guys. I appreciate that. Nice to have a little feedback when I need it. Okay, the water really does last a long time, huh? So I topped these off last night IRL, and that would be about 12 hours ago now. And very little of the water is absorbed so that's nice. I don't have to babysit that. But the fertilizer gets used up. Okay, let's do some cooking and grab night vision or a work light. Grab a work light, and then we could see stuff that isn't green, which is always nice. Yeah, peeing in the garden adds water. I found that out last night because I was thinking about it. I had to pee, and I was wondering, what happens if I do this? and plus nutrients, that's right. We don't just pee in the garden. Wink, wink. Let's grab a work light and the night vision. I'm not sure what I'll end up using here. Melee holster. I might set one of these aside. Like that. Could put a work knife in there. Throw it in the backpack. Okay, we don't need that at this point. We're gonna put a couple things away because staying organized is really important to me. It just makes the game a lot better if I don't have to go around searching for things when I want them. Treble small. Where did I find those small fish hooks from? I don't remember anymore. Maybe the drop-off box? Where was my night vision? I think probably dropped it in my backpack. Tell me my backpack didn't just disappear. That had my whole life in it. You gotta be kidding me. I thought this bug was gone. Actually, that's a new bug because I dropped it on the floor. The details in this game, man, they make it. The whole game is about details. The whole game is just detail city, except the detail of my backpack disappearing. That had my AK in it. Man, I like that gun. Ah, dude. Wait. I know what to do here. This usually works. Quick relog, boom, pops into existence. Tell me why? You can't. I don't know. All right. Here we go. Backpack. Right on the bed. You ready? Hey, check it out. That's the day saved right there. No resource. Okay. Good news, I put my battery back in the charger. Another perfectly balanced item with no problems at all. The battery charger works perfectly. What are you talking about? See? It's fine. Oh, there we go. We just need 2 for now. Okay, we'll pop 1 in the night vision in case we decide to use that. And how do I... does that do it? There we go. Shift E to turn on the light. I know that. Okay. Let's get our kitchen rocking here. I actually found vegetable oil at the gas station before. Gotta love it. You had a body glitch out in an abandoned bunker with a 4/8 charge on a memory module. Relog didn't work and it didn't pop up above ground. Man, I'm so sorry to hear that. And in the future, they implemented something new. If you relog inside the bunker, it deletes all your stuff and puts you outside the bunker naked. So you can't even try relogging anymore. Yep, that's the worst. There's a couple little things. The game's really good, but there's a couple little things that will really... I mean, I rage quit one time because I relogged outside of an abandoned bunker that I couldn't get into that I had a key card for. And when I came back in, my screen went black like I had passed out. And then I came back to standing naked in front of the bunker with nothing. No way to find it. Relogged 2 more times. No, nothing. My buddy couldn't see anything. Just gone. And it turns out that's a mechanic. terrible. I don't like that. I don't like that at all. That doesn't sound like a mechanic to me. It sounds like a bug. Because in a game, in this game specifically, you need to relog when doors don't work, when you lose backpacks. Like, sometimes your character just gets stuck. So the fact that they're preventing you from relogging is kind of terrible. You became one with Brenner as he ran over you. Oh gosh. Yeah, you gotta be real quiet in the abandoned bunkers, right? I haven't done one yet. I haven't done one yet. I'm talking to my buddy Corpse, one of my squad mates, about preparing to do one. I would trust doing it with him. I've done a couple bunkers with him now. We work really well together, and he really understands the game. So there's a couple guys I wouldn't want to go in with because not that they're bad at the game, they're just a little bit more carefree, and I like to, if I'm going to do something, I want to do it all the way. Alright, let's see about getting these cooked. What do I need? What do I need here? Grilled fish, just the oil and some salt. Pop the salt on the table here. I'm probably going to need more oil than that, but we'll start with what we have at hand and get cooking. Grilled fish. Grilled fish. 2 fillets each, a little bit of salt and oil, and we get rocking. Little salt, little oil. Cook food. See if we can get 6 going at once here. The grilled fish cooks pretty quick if I remember correctly, but if we can get all 6 going, it'll be a lot faster doing. And that is something I can appreciate. Time is a terrible thing to waste. Yeah, we sure are using up the oil quickly, aren't we? It's alright, it's cheap. No big deal. It's worth it to have food of this quality, too. I'm curious what these little fish are going to give us. I wouldn't be surprised to see some lower numbers, to be fair. That would make sense. You don't have any left in you. That's okay. I keep spares. Okay, go back to the start. Watch these guys. Mr. Ortega, hello. How are you doing today? Carefree is your second name. Yeah, they think they create the game that they want to have when the game is bug free. I can actually respect that. That's a good point, Sakrabu. Sukrabu? Sukrabu? Sakrabu. There's no good way for me to pronounce your name. I will murder it 50 times unless you tell me exactly how you want it said. Definitely a stealth event in the abandoned bunkers. Bring swords, grinding stones, and leave the high heels at home. Yeah, that's for sure. I rock combat boots most of the time, unless I'm doing a roleplay kit like my construction outfit or my newly purchased fishing outfit. Now, is this your first time at the channel, Ortega? Daniela Ortega. Sucrabu comes from survival crafting. Oh, Sucrabu. I like that. That's neat. Musical Mayhem comes from angsty teenage years when I created my first gamer tag on Xbox. So that's where that comes from. No good story there. It's just a thing that happened. I actually, one of my friends, his name was Audiofiles Echo, and boy was that the coolest thing I ever saw. So I wanted to have my own version of that, hence Musical Mayhem. Slightly less eloquent, to be sure, but it tells the story. And these days I just go by Mayhem, but I keep the gamer tag going because it's a lot of people know me that way. Well, we're glad to have you. I hope you enjoy. It's a good crowd here. Settle in, grab a cup of coffee, kick back. I think once we get these final couple fillets grilled up, I'm going to hit the road and Go out on the dirt bike, see if we can't find some trouble. Big D. Northern bad words, huh? Let's see, what do we have here? We got 2,200 calories from this one. Looks like they're all 2,271. Interesting. I wonder why that is, because normally I see a variation, but I think it's because all the fillets were the same weight. I think that's what makes the difference. The tuna fillets might be heavier or something. We could put the oil back and the salt back, try and keep things clean as we go along here. A clean kitchen is a happy kitchen. Oh, look at that. This one's 5,195 calories. What is the difference? Was it the type of fish, or this one's only 423? Now I'm seeing interesting differences. But we'll eat a good one, and then we'll put the rest away for the squad. Takes a while to eat fish, if you didn't know. Gotta just settle in and enjoy it. Yeah, oh, it definitely becomes a mess, especially when I start cleaning out the refrigerator, because everybody likes to keep things and then they go bad and then nobody gets rid of them, so I just chuck them on the floor so they could despawn, and yeah, it becomes a real pigsty. Filthy. Maybe the timer on how you cooked it. Maybe, but it does seem to be fish dependent. I've noticed that the bigger the fish is, the more calories you get out of it. But it's not to a fine detail, right? I'm guessing this one came from the smallest fish, and then the high calories one came from the two biggest fish. Who knows? Oh, look at that. We still had some left over here, too. And they don't say calories. What? Hey, I don't need to know everything about the game. I just enjoy playing it. I did get another boar last night, and I think I chucked all that meat in the raw. Okay, yeah, it's doing fine. Let's double check the gasoline levels on our generators. We're doing fine for now. Nothing to worry about. You gotta go. Take care. It was nice seeing you. Hopefully we'll see you again soon. Glad you could join us. Fish have bones, huh? Fish do have bones, but the small ones you can just swallow. Think sardine, right? Alright, remove this battery. Let's pop this night vision on. And I'm going to switch kits now because we're going to go out in the world, and the world is a dangerous place. A place dangerous enough that I would like to have armor when I'm in it. I'm going to collapse my kit down. I'm going to take these things. I'm going to leave the 357 in here. That's my fishing gun now. Let's see, any other fishing stuff? The sweater, the jeans, and the shirt were all purchased for fishing. We'll set them in the bag. I think the rest of this is my regular kit. Yeah, of course you're chilly. It's like 10 degrees. I'm not surprised. I'd be surprised if you weren't chilly. What just happened to that bag? Where did you go? That's not where you belong. I want you down here. Actually, let's go ahead and check. I think, look at this. Every pro Scum player keeps a thermometer around. Why are you chilly? How can you be chilly? It's almost 70 degrees. My fishing gun. Yeah. You don't bring a gun fishing? Come on. Everybody has a fishing gun. Here, fishy, fishy, fishy. Yeah, you shoot fish in a barrel. That's how you get fish fast. Fish fast. I promise, guys, English is not only my first language, it's my only language, and I am capable of speaking it. Oh, look at that. I forgot my boots. That's the fishing kit. I'll bring you back down here. Smartphone battery is going in my regular kit. Oh, landmines. Before we leave, we have some landmines we need to place. 12 gauge goes up here. Let's see, what else am I missing? My gun, which I need to remember to put on my hot bar. Too many times I've forgotten that. And then I'm getting chased by zombies and I have to open my inventory and manually take the gun in hand. Wife is reclaiming your presence. Have fun yourself. Thanks for coming along. Absolutely loved your stream and I'm glad you're here. Okay. We're ready to rock and roll. I'm pretty sure I did gun maintenance before I left the server last night, so everything should be in good shape. It's the little details in this game. You want to make sure you take care of the little things. Absolutely, anytime. Always glad to have new friends around. Alright. We're looking good. I'm gonna grab... Oh, this battery is in the way. I need to put spare food there. Nothing really needs maintenance, because I could use up one of those sewing kits. That's okay. You know what I'll do? Put the gloves right there, and then we can drop the battery into the jeans, and we'll have room for a box of cereal. This is gasoline. When I'm out on the bike, I like to have a little bit of spare gasoline. Easily accessible. Okay, I need to grab my shovel, I need some water, and I'm going to eat an MRE because I'm still trying to gain weight. I go through long periods where I forget about food and then my weight falls off, so when I'm actively remembering it, I try to gain as much as I can. Up to a reasonable point, of course. I don't want to get fat, because that would really ruin my lockpicking skill. There. MRE. Eat. You know, it's one of these interesting things you learn about life. When you're eating, you can't open doors. Isn't that just the worst? I wish I could open doors while I was eating. But what am I supposed to do with my hands, right? One to hold the MRE, the other to reach into it and grab handfuls of delicious food. I find beef stew is better off the finger, directly. Incidentally, it's also the same hand I use to wipe myself. Not that those things are directly related at all. You keep a stick of eating butter on it. Hey man, I keep a stick of eating fat in the fridge, and thanks for reminding me, by the way. Nothing wrong with a little eating butter. Goes good with some milk. See, we've got, oh my goodness, no more room in the stomach right now. As a matter of fact, I'm probably on the verge of, oh, yep, I'm close to being overeaten. If you go, how high is it? 90% stomach full or something like that? It affects your stamina, makes you tired. Alright, what were all the things I was going to do? I need to bury these landmines. That's what I was going to do. Grab the old shovel here. Yeah, we can leave that box out for the moment. Small and big animal fats have different values per serving. Oh, that makes sense. Okay. You know, it would be prudent for me if I were to turn on the flag area. The last thing I want to do is accidentally plant a landmine outside of our safety zone here. That would probably make my friends not so happy with me when one of them goes kaboom. Okay, if I were me and I were gonna sneak up on a base, where would I go? Let's put a landmine. I think this, if you're gonna lockpick, you'd want to do it in the corner here so you wouldn't be seen from inside the structure, right? Does that make sense? It doesn't have to make sense. This is where I'm burying it. Don't step here, my friends. It will be the end of you. Have you noticed the revolver mechanic where you can load a single round, spin the chamber, and then it ends up in a random location? They built in Russian roulette. Now, I personally don't like respawning in video games, so I haven't played Russian roulette, but I do play a game I call Horde Roulette, where I grab a revolver out of the truck while I'm with the boys, load a round into it, spin the chamber, and fire it into the air. And then maybe we get a horde. That's a fun one. Everybody loves it. That's why I'm their favorite squad member. Ooh. This is a good spot, man. I hear hogs here constantly. We don't need any more food at the moment, so I'm not going to go get that guy, but it is tempting. Alright, if I were me and I was going to break into this base, I think I would try and lockpick right here so it'd be hard to see, right? Well, it doesn't matter. I'm going to bury this landmine right here. Don't step here, my friends. That would be the end of you. I got a ton more landmines I can craft. I think I honestly might run out of water bottles before I run out of gunpowder. And that's something I'm gonna work on here soon. I'm not gonna do it this stream, but I definitely want to get more traps laid out around the base because I have a feeling the server's going to get more popular quickly. The hunting minigame has gotten better and you've become addicted. You know, I agree. This I've been playing Scum now for maybe a month and a half, 2 months. The first time I played it was 2019, and the game was so bare bones, it was ridiculous. It was still a ton of fun, but it didn't have the features it has now. I finally figured out the hunting minigame last night. You gotta find those tracks and then follow them in the direction they say to go. Even if you hear the animal somewhere else, follow them in the direction they say to go. Yep, I got a hog. That's how I got my hog last night. And it's a ton of fun. Now, if I were going to break into this base, I would lockpick inside this bush. Nobody would see me here. Holy crow. This is where we put our doors inside bushes? Okay. Not very secure, but also it is easier to put traps here. So that's the catch-22. If you're going to break into a base, do you go where the traps are most likely but you won't be seen? It's a real question. Oh, that pig is calling out to me right now. Here, piggy, piggy, piggy. Boom. Yeah, a dead carcass is actually what I found last night. Broken twigs, poop. Seems random how many clues you need to get. I mean, I only needed one, and it said go southeast, and I went southeast, and then I don't know, it was maybe 100 paces, maybe 150. It wasn't very far, and there was the pig. I think it helps doing it at night because they're trying to find a place to sleep so they don't move as far. Seems like hunting during the daytime, you can end up on a really long chase. All right, that's at least one trap at every door. Let's do some perimeter traps. Let's do one kind of by the tree here. Right? It's yeah, I'd like to do traps behind all the trees, but Most of them would go off on us. This is real close to the perimeter here. I hope it should be fine, right? It'll be fine. You've had to do up to 5 clues for a horse and as little as 2 for a pig. Okay. Until last night, all the hunting I've ever done was purely by ear, with maxed out awareness. That's interesting, because my awareness isn't maxed out. I'm level capped because my intelligence is 2.9 from a unfortunate decision early on in this playthrough. I was hanging out in the radiation zone. I didn't know anything about the game, I swear to you. I was hanging out in the radiation zone and then realized there was nothing I would be able to do. I escaped the radiation zone and was still dying. I'd been in C4 for a couple minutes already. And so I said, "Well, that's it. I'm done anyway." And I chose the suicide option. I came back with 2.9 intelligence. Dang it. So my awareness is capped at medium, which is too bad because I think awareness is probably very useful. Okay, you're saying the sound clue overrides the direction they tell you to go. Do you mean that they disagree with each other, or that I should follow the sound over the instruction from the tracks? Like you're saying the sound is more important, right? Okay. Let's get back in here. Go grab ourselves a dirt bike and see what kind of trouble we could find. I'm sure there's plenty out there. You know what? That went in the wrong spot, first of all. And second of all, we're going to ride right down to the trader and buy a couple of, or at least one vehicle repair kit, because you can't ride a dirt bike without damaging it. If you ride a dirt bike without damaging it, you weren't having enough fun. Sometimes the clue says go west and the sound is off to the south. And the clue is where the sound is. That's been your experience. Okay. I think I'm still having a little trouble. Are you saying to follow the sound or to follow the clue? In that case, just want to make sure I'm understanding you completely. One of these is called Mayhem. That's this one. I think I found 3 of these dirt bikes. This is probably the one I just took out and banged up pretty badly. Yeah. Well. We're gonna get on Mayhem. Is this Mayhem? I don't know how to tell them apart. Follow the sound clues. Okay, alright. I'm understanding you. And that seems correct to me, right? Because the sound clue is a live update, whereas the track that it leaves behind, you don't really know how old that is. So that does make sense to me. It'll lead you to the next thing, right? Okay. How are we doing? We're looking good. You still got plenty of fertilizer. I need to pay attention to how quickly the fertilizer runs out. And also, hey, which one of you needs water? Because I am full. We've got a 1640, a couple of 1640s here. Anything under 1640. Alright. It's for you, my friend. Oh, a little fertilizer too. Hopefully this is organic. Nico, okay. You're saying always follow the clue, because if you follow the sound, that's how you get new clues. So that actually makes sense with what I did last night. I found one clue, because I followed a sound, got one clue, went in the direction that it said to go, and it was the only clue I needed to come across the animal. You've tried following the direction and you usually come up empty. Well, that's because you're drinking all the time, so what you think is the direction is just completely wrong. And you're disoriented, man. You're smoking all those cigarettes, drinking. You probably got a concussion from boxing puppets. You can't expect to have any kind of accurate information living like that, you madman. Alright, let's go hit the trader, which is just basically go, what is that, south, a little east, southeast. Get a vehicle repair kit, and then just spend a while riding. It used to be 3 to 4 clues, and that was it. So now the clues generate as you're going along, and if you keep following the sound, you get new clues. That's what you're saying. Oh, hit a rock. That's alright. Dirt bike's good for it. It went running into a lake? Man, you probably could have swum down there and chopped it up underwater. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Am I gonna get high centered right now? Sheesh. I didn't make it very far, did I? Go ahead. Go ahead. Just spaz out for a little while. I'll wait. I'll wait while you find a place to rest. Is this damaging you? Not at all. Oy vey. There we go. Getting some rotation. Yeah, enduro biking. The only endurance I have right now is the endurance of my patience as I contend with this terrible high center. Because the bike is moving now, and it's not finding a stable point, so I can't nudge it. Wunderbar. No feet to the ground, yeah, yeah. It's not just enduro, it's trials too. Just a little dab so I wouldn't fall over. Oh, you're the worst. You're the worst dirt bike. Am I gonna have to go get another dirt bike to bump this dirt bike? Is that what's gonna happen here? It's a good thing my enemies aren't around. I'd be dead man walking right now. I am a sitting duck, rocking back and forth like a babe in a cradle. I don't want to have to run back to base to fix this problem. Alright, I'm gonna give you a minute to settle. You just go ahead and rock a little bit. Do what you need to do. Find your center. It's all peace here, friend. There you go. See, just calm down. Relax. I'll nudge you off that rock as soon as you relax. I can't help you if you're gonna wiggle like this. Oh, oh, do you think you could do it yourself? It looks like you're trying. I'll give you all the space you need. Shoot, I'll throw down a, you know what? I'm gonna throw down a blueprint. I'm gonna go after that hog back there, 'cause that guy just won't quiet down. He's saying, Mayhem, Mayhem, I am food, do you want me? And as soon as I turn my attention to him, now I can't hear him at all. Oh, guys, I don't know what I'm gonna do. Oh, there he is, okay. We're listening. We're being very, very quiet. I'm hunting hogs. Doesn't sound like it's that far away. I don't know if it's coming through on the stream because I had to turn game sounds down since the engines are so ridiculously loud. The worst offenders are the airplane and the boat. Man, those things crank so loud I actually turn the game sounds down in my ears. which I normally don't like to do, because I want to hear these subtle sounds like player footsteps a couple buildings away, or a pig off in the distance squealing as it makes a bed. Okay, the squealing is gone now, which could mean it moved or it settled down. Although it seems like when they're bedded down, they squeal almost constantly, which could be a mating ritual. I don't know, I'm not a pig, so. No need to sneak while hunting, you can... Are you serious? You don't frighten the animals by walking? That's kind of OP. Is anybody keeping track of which direction I've come? Probably would have been smart for me to look at least a little bit at the map where I was. Definitely going to lose that dirt bike. Okay, no sign yet. And the sound clues have disappeared on me. Oh, I was going south, huh? I could just go south from the base. A little south, southeast, little east of south. If I need to retrace my footsteps, that's what I did. If the sound has an echo, it's the minigame. If not, it's a wild spawn, and you spook them if you get close. Oh. I didn't realize that there was a difference. I mean, I saw that the minigame exists, but I thought they were the same thing. That's cool. Alright. I'm feeling like that was a wild one. And it just ran off on me. You can full out run while doing the minigame. That's amazing. I'm not going to complain about that because it does take a while doing the crouch walk stalk. That's time consuming. So being able to jog, that's a nice little benefit. I'm okay with that. Hey, look, I found my bike. Alright, have you settled down yet? Because I just lost a pig, and now I'm in a foul mood, and if you haven't settled down, the beatings will commence. You hear me? The beatings will commence until morale improves. Mainly my morale. Let me at him. We're gonna hold the go button for a minute here. And I really don't want to have to go get a truck or something because that's gonna be a whole bunch of running. There's no need to run anymore. We have vehicles. This is brutal. I feel like you should be able to just rock back and forth a little bit, right? Nothing. Place grenade and tailpipe. Yeah, that's an idea. Hey, I think I got it. I just did the burnout mechanic. I held space. That seemed to do it. Oh, that's a bug? You think that's a bug? Yeah, I could see that. What up? We're at an hour 20-ish on the stream. I'll make a clip of it later. 120 motorcycle high center bug to report. Will do, Nico. Will do. Yeah, because if they could fix that so the nudge would be available at the very least, it would be a lot more fun for me. Alright, we need to go a little more east now. Try and work through the ledge. Careful now. If we end up on another rock again, it could be the end of the stream. I might just quit. Give up on everything. I'll go get an M249 and shoot the bike until it explodes. That's what I'll do. Then I'll feel better. We got 4 more of them anyway, right? Like I said earlier, there's no such thing as a spare. You can't have a spare motorcycle, but if I did, I might be a little careless with one. Don't tell my squad mates. Oh, I did it again. Check the map for a half a second. Wham blam, get hung up on a ledge, man. I am professional scummer. Yeah, when the bike keeps wiggling, it's terrible. Wow, it's really ledgy through here. Tons and tons of rocks. And I'm still trending west. Let's hang to the east a little bit here. Oh boy. Yep. You gotta know, if you can't see where you're going, it's probably a rock that you're headed toward. And if it's not a rock, it's a real sturdy tree. Am I the one who's disoriented right now? Catch some air! Oh! Alright, I think we can go just about due south at this point. Half the rocks on the map were right there. I think you're right. I think they all showed up because they heard I was coming. And they said, you know what would be funny? Let's troll Mayhem. And you know what? They were right. It was funny. Oh gosh. Is South not what South used to be? Because I remember South being South, and it seems like South is now the water. Let's go this way a little bit. We'll find our way in. You can't stop me. Once I'm determined to enter a trader city, you're gonna need a whole lot of guns to keep me from getting in. There we go. Well, it's a good thing I'm coming here to buy vehicle repair kits. The way I'm riding right now, I might need 10 of them. Hey guys, I'm back. You know me, Mayhem. Alright, I'm gonna take a bio break. I'll be back in about a minute. You gave your character nicotine poisoning last week, and it took forever for it to go away. Yeah, and the compass doesn't work. Man, the first couple of times I got drunk in the game, I didn't realize how it would actually affect me. And that was pretty funny, because it was really like I was drunk. I was going in circles trying to find my location. And my base mates, my squad mates at the time were like, what are you doing? It's right over here. I'm like, well, no, I'm just, every direction I go is east. The mushrooms get old. Yeah, I found that out the hard way. I actually made a beef stew with psychedelic mushrooms as a troll for my base mates and left it in the fridge. Nobody ate it. I think it was because there were too many it was the best food in the fridge, right? And I think everybody figured whoever made that should be able to eat it. We shouldn't eat it on him. So if I want to do it right, I need to try again but make a bunch of stew and make just one of them psychedelic, and then somebody will get it because they'll see, ah, there's plenty here, I can have one and nobody will mind. Alright, where do we go now that we have all the freedom in the world? Probably the first thing to do is hit a gas station and top off. Which isn't really the first thing, it's the second, right? Because the first thing was the repair kits. And then there was the .5 thing right before that where we went chasing a hog for about 2 minutes and then got bored because it was gone. The mushrooms are kind of fun though. You start kicking the little mini zombies and they explode. That's a good time. But the banana pistol is a real problem. I took mushrooms before going into the torpedo factory, and I didn't realize how bad it was going to get. I took out my bow, and it's just a long stick. My buddy Corpse was absolutely fine. Like a true brilliant person, he didn't eat trippy mushrooms. So he's over there holding his own stick like it's a rifle and going pew, pew, pew. And zombies are dying, and I can't aim for anything because how can you aim when you're just looking at a banana or looking down a stick? Yeah, good times. Very good times. Then we went back to base, and I was tripping so hard that his character model became some sort of Grim Reaper looking thing, like a Halloween mask, fat dude with a scary outfit. And I got on the dirt bike, started riding circles around the base just to do something. He climbs up on top of the roof, lights a red flare and holds it over his head. I look up, and it was legitimately frightening. I was like, who is this madman that I don't recognize glowing red on the roof? This is not the mushrooms I expected at all. That was a ton of fun. Where go we now? We go right at the next intersection. So we did one productive thing for the squad. We cooked up some fish. And now we kind of kick back and relax and cruise around. I think that's a fair balance. Yeah, Nico, well, I appreciate it. I think telling Mr. Trainer, Mr. Phil Trainer about me, that was a big one. He's a huge supporter. I mean, that guy's amazing. Yeah, the community coming around, Gary H. and Sukrabu, EO, all y'all. Amazing. Absolutely love it. What's in your coffee? Yeah, just, you know, trippy mushrooms. A little microdose to start the day right. Everybody does that, don't they? Here's a fun one. This is something we can explore. I don't know who built this. This player appears not to be playing any longer, which is too bad because look at this thing. Cute little hunting lodge right on the river. You know, they made some mistakes. You really shouldn't build right where other people are going to see you. It's a bad idea. I get it. Easy access to the highway, gas station right there. It makes sense in a lot of ways, but then someone like me stops by and says, hey, look, there's no lock on this door. Or this door. So I let myself in and look around. I brought gifts when I came. I brought rolled joints, trippy mushrooms, gave him a full can of gas, and then I came back and nothing had changed and he hadn't been here, so I took my things back because I figured they were just going to disappear when the base crumbled. And I guess I'm not the only one because there's more of his stuff missing and still no maintenance anywhere being done. I don't know who got his generator. I didn't take it. What is this? Water. That's cool. That's the way to go. You know what? I'm gonna take these for making bombs with. You've got water. You don't need them. And like a true captain of industry, A real G always keeps their weapons right next to their kitchen. That's where you want them. Welcome to Scum. You can see. This was from my friend Corpse. He left this kit. He said, "Oh, welcome to Scum. Let me bring you back a kit. A Bushman knife, a slouch hat, some sunglasses. A little bit of a cowboy roleplay." Alright, let's go get fuel. Yep, too bad this spot is abandoned. I would have helped this guy in any way I could have, because it's a nice build, but, you know. Oh, Nico, I appreciate you saying that. I mean, I was kind of expecting that eventually we would... something might happen. I'm not really worried about it. Just building a little bit of tension. I figured if there was going to end up being competition between us, there would be an announcement first. It wouldn't be a surprise. So, yeah, I'm not worried about it. Not at all. It's a game anyway. You can't take it too seriously, right? But you definitely would have an advantage because you know where our flag is and you know where the shortest paths are, all the traps. So, yeah, for sure. It would be a little bit in your advantage, but no worries. You're a good guy. There's the stuff that happens in the game and the stuff that happens outside the game, and the amount you've helped me, that's what really matters to me. Well, you gotta tease, buddy. That's what friends do. No, I love what you've done for me and the crowd you've brought around. That matters more than anything that happens inside the game. Let's see if we can make some friends here. Hello? Hello? Mr. Puppet? Mr. Puppet! Server pop's really low right now, so I'm not too worried about running into people. If I run into somebody, it's going to be a very crazy coincidence. I also wonder how many people on the server actually have good cars. I know it's more than 0. We've helped a couple of people. I've helped several people get cars going. At least 3 cars belonging to other squads are running because of the direct influence of the Black Dragons. We're not afraid of other players. Actually, I do that kind of stuff because I want to bring a little light to a dark place. And a PvP game like Scum definitely encourages real, what would you say? Let's just say healthy competition. It can get tense. So I think it's kind of fun to violate those expectations by being a benefactor. Doing my community service stuff like mine sweeping and car burning. That gives me a real kick. I still haven't killed anybody. Not one instance of PvP yet, unless you count the events, but I don't, because there's no consequence to those. Alright, we gotta remember not to get too carried away going north here, because radiation happens fast in this direction. But we can swing through the junkyard, try to earmark any cars. If there's a car here with an engine or without, I can come back later and deal with it. Is that a rubber band? Oh, this door is open. Huh. Remember when I said it would be a real coincidence if I bumped into somebody right now? It's been a while since the last reset, so it could have been a long time ago that door was opened. Hello, friends? Nobody's gonna believe that I'm a friend right now. Cruising around on a dirt bike with full armor. The second I get off, I'm gonna have all kinds of kit on me. It's not what friends look like. Friends look like orange jumpsuits. Those are friends because they're not dangerous. No thorns on those flowers. a rose by any other name. Hey, okay. Let's go. You just hold your horses there, Mr. Rager. I'm coming back for you. Hey, that's money in the pocket right there. Your new modem arrived. Very nice. Are you gonna start streaming too, Nico? Do you stream? I don't know if I've ever asked you. And I probably should have. Hey, that's the score. That's another probably 17, 18,000. I don't think we need any parts off of it, so... Oh, you know what I do need, though? Let me go back. I need an alternator. And if there's one on there, I'll take it off and put it in the kit so that I hopefully remember to bring it with me when I sell the vehicle. Because I gave my alternator away, and then I bought one to replace it, and I don't know where I put it. I think I sold it by accident, which was a real waste of money. Just an upgrade for your home Wi-Fi, gotcha. Nothing wrong with that. That's always a good feeling. Alright, do you have an alternator? Please have an alternator, because if you don't, I'm gonna have to spend the $5,000 on a dang alternator. I really don't want to do that. Oh boy. Pretty soon here I'm gonna have to just buy the alternator. That's alright. It ain't that much money. It's just annoying. Because I had one, and then I bought one, and then I lost it. That is frustrating. Alright, let's go west. I'm getting pretty familiar with this portion of the map. Maybe we'll try to make it up into the mountains. It's a pretty good distance on a bike. Let's see what happens. I haven't ever run a bike out of fuel, so I don't know how effective my 2 bottles of gasoline actually are. Alternators everywhere until you need one. You're absolutely right, man. I find alternators in loot boxes sometimes. You find them in the loot drops, you find them just in lying around in garages, but I also don't search that many garages right now because we just started building a new base here. That one, the one that I'm hanging out at, is less than a week old at this point. Yeah, less than a week old. So most of my efforts have been focused on getting that all the way up to metal, and then pretty soon I'm going to have to start focusing on getting it up to brick and concrete, but I spent a good 2 or 3 days straight grinding scrap metal and bolts and all that kind of junk. So I'm taking a mental health break, a weekend if you will, before I get back to the construction grind. It'd be nice if I had a little help too, but I'm the most consistent player in the squad. Everybody else is on almost every night, but they don't put in the hours like I do, so I don't expect them to take the time that they have to play the game and do base upgrades and stuff like that. They should be able to go out and have fun. I can handle the grind. I don't mind. I actually enjoy the grind, but I've tried streaming it a bit, and I will stream more of it. It just, I don't know. It's not as exciting as going out and looting or shooting up zombies, hitting a bunker. That's the kind of stuff that people want to watch. Base upgrades kind of drone on, don't they? And maybe that's what we could do here, though, is start hitting garages looking for alternators. Where's the next town? We gotta get across a bridge here. I'm gonna go south. No, let's go north. We'll take the long path. We'll go north. I've been going south. I'm gonna keep going south. Don't listen to me. I don't know anything, not even what I'm saying. Cross this bridge, we'll go into the next town in B and see what we can find there. Maybe we'll get lucky and come across a Rager alternator in a garage somewhere, huh? Wouldn't that be nice? Okay, which way do I go on you? I'm gonna go right and around. Oh, this is the gas station road. I know where I am. Rockin' and rollin', baby. At some point, I'm gonna have to stop and drink water, huh? Okay, we're gonna follow this through the next intersection and then hang a right to get up into that next town. Or, since we're on a dirt bike, well, we got another river we have to cross. I do need to follow the road at least a little ways. No getting around it. Need to cross the bridge, otherwise I'm gonna lose the dirt bike. This map really is beautiful, isn't it? That's one thing the developers definitely got right. It's the environment they made is immersive, beautiful. It's a joy to look at. And if you want to slip into the roleplay, man, you can kick back on a high spot, looking out from the top of a mountain or a hunting stand or even a tall base. Watch the sunrise or the sunset, smoke a cigarette, drink a beer. Yep. Roleplay is great in this game. They've done a really good job. I would like to see some more clothes, though. A couple more dedicated outfits, right? We've got the construction outfit, the firefighter outfit. You've got police, military stuff, but what about a fishing outfit or a dirt bike outfit? That would be cool. A racing outfit. You could have a get up like a F1 driver with the flame retardant suit and all that. I'm gonna check down here because sometimes cars pop up down here too. Might as well have a look. No engine. What is this? Is this a firefighter jacket right now? Crazy. Is the game listening to me? You guys, is this real life? Which one? This, the Rager? Or are you talking about the one that I lockpicked yesterday? Come on, let me have the light. Thank you. Because if it's the Rager, I'll go pull my lock off of it. Shoot, I'll dump the lock in the inventory. I just install so that you can lock it yourself. Definitely not trying to steal from you. There we go. Can I remove this? There it is. We will come back and burn this one later when we have the, oh, I need to drink. Yeah, you just tell me which one, Nico, and I will make it right. Rager at the junkyard? Okay. Yeah, I'll pull my lock off of it and leave it in the inventory. You definitely gonna want to throw locks on cars because we go around selling them, so if you find one with an engine, you know, if you don't have a lock, at least shout out in my Discord or something. Let me know what kind of car and where, and I won't take it from you. I'll go back right now. No big deal. We'll grab some fuel too. Yeah, there is a two-door in the B2 city south of the airfield that we came across yesterday. It had an iron lock on it, and I was feeling a little frisky. I lockpicked that one open and sold it. I felt a little guilty about it, but, you know, it's still a PvP game. I'm pretty generous most of the time. Sometimes I just want to do the wrong and devious thing, eh? But yeah, no problem, man. Definitely not trying to steal anything from you. No, sir, no way. You're gonna need an alternator, though. I was looking, I didn't see one. Okay, yeah, good. Not your luck. I don't know whose that was, but definitely shout out in the Discord if you find a car and you're gonna leave it in place, because that's one of our main sources of income as a squad. Kind of a bonding thing we do together. Corpse goes up in his plane, flies around, sees a car, lands, it checks for an engine, and then we go out and gather them up, sell them. Oh, the dirt bike feels slow, doesn't it? Considering the truck goes like 140 kilometers, this is a crawl. 15K, yeah. Yeah, the Ragers, you can get 18 to 20 for them, depending on their condition. Oh yeah. Rager wheels and whole cars, that's the best money in the game, really. Or if you get a whole load of guns from hitting a couple of hot spots like the Torpedo Factory, that's pretty good too. What do we think? Are we gonna have a laughing zombie pop in here? Suicide puppet? Looks like I'm gonna make it out alright. Hey, there is one! He was not far either. Holy crow. New gas stations are dangerous. That's why I try to get in and get right back out again, because you can kind of beat the spawn rate. It takes a little while for the puppets to generate usually, especially if you've been traveling fast. But you just get in, hop off the thing, leave it running, whether it's the bike or the truck, I don't care. Don't even bother closing your door if you don't think there's any players around. And just buy your fuel and go. Or shoot the puppets. I mean, that's fun too. Not really the mood right now, though. I'm in a traveling mood. I'll search a couple stacks of cars while I'm here. If I can find another lock to give you, I kind of want to keep my gold lock. If I can't, I'll leave it, because obviously you're going to have to put a lock on and then remove it in order to sell the truck at all. Right now, I took ownership of it. Which is what happened with that locker that I lockpicked it open. So it had no lock when we went to sell it, and I couldn't sell it because I wasn't the last person to put a lock on it, which I thought was odd. If you lockpick something open, you should get ownership of it, right? Interesting little mechanic. Again, I don't want to make a bug report about absolutely everything, but I do wonder if that qualifies as a bug. It seems like it should. Hello? Anybody here? I am friendly, unless you surprise me. Okay, so you have a couple then? You don't need one? Oh, Rager wheel. Wish I had room for that right now. Come on, I'm gonna find one. I want to find one anyway. We need more at base. Always need more at base. Take the gunpowder. Make a landmine with that. Actually, not really. I try to use the high quality gunpowder for the landmines, because it does seem to matter for them. Crafted ammo always comes out at 100%, so I use my junky stuff for that. Oh, there's going to be a lock here somewhere. There it is. Oh, score? Got a nice little screwdriver too. And more gunpowder. Oh, I love this place. The best loot in the game is at the junkyard. Who would have thunk? The best crafting materials, anyway. Not the highest quality, but the quantity of them is amazing. Hit the go button. Let's keep moving. Yep, going the right way. There you are. I left you one anyway. Ain't gonna hurt. Just a little silver, something you can use. I got enough of them lying around. Well, in a manner of speaking. I'm always happy to have more locks, but... Okay, I'm coming up on the end of my stream now. Unfortunately, there's still a puppy around that needs pretty consistent attention, and he's been really good. Hey, no problem, Nico. Anytime. Anytime. Always happy to help. So yeah, I'm going to bring the bike back to base, and then I'm going to call it. And there's not going to be an evening stream tonight. I have a personal commitment most Thursdays for the next month and a half or so. Till the end of Easter, anyway. But I will be back tomorrow with my noon-ish stream. That's Eastern time, noon. And a evening stream. Because it's Friday, I might start the stream a little later than I usually do and let it go later. We'll see what happens. A lot of times it depends on viewership, how much motivation I'm feeling. You gotta be kidding me. What is this nonsense? Oh, I can't even throttle. It's broken. The bike is broken. Nudge backward or forward? We're gonna try forward. Hey, that worked. Absolutely. Hey, thanks for watching, y'all. I really do appreciate it. And, stick around, because I'm going to keep streaming. I'll be checking out your channels and definitely trying to build a little Scum community here. This game is great, and I want it to get more attention. And I think streaming and creator content is basically the best way for games to grow right now. Yeah, oh, it's a quest. It's a quest. It was given to me by the quest giver himself, and I must complete it. Alright, y'all. We're going to call it here. Thank you very much. We will talk soon. Until next time, I'm Musical Mayhem, and this has been Scum.